Mitch, I'm gonna mute you for a moment while you're good. You're
I
situated.
figured it out.
We've
I
had
found a
a few
found a nice piece
issues.
of plastic.
Oh, nice, nice. So here we are, and we're live on Sunday morning or early afternoon, or I should know like what day in the other parts of the world it would be. Is it a later day or an earlier day?
And I are in like
Nobody bailing me out on this
My
one.
my aunt is in South Korea, and I think it's like 12 hours ahead, so she'd be at like 10:30 p.m. right now.
Okay, well, good evening to Mitch's grandmother?
Aunt.
Aunt. I'm sorry. That's that's my listening skills when I'm only one cup of coffee in. So we do have a slightly different cast today. I'm Ben, the Dungeon Master. Of course, this is the Heroes era. And why don't we just start? We can go through and introduce our players, and we'll start with Mitch.
Well, I'm here. I'm still playing Hazared. Asa seems to be a little sick from drinking the last night. Well, the night coming up. Same difference, right? I'll be, just wandering with the party. I seem to be somewhat of a leader so far. Didn't want this role.
Interesting how that happened. And Joel, we haven't met your character yet, but you'll be joining us today.
Yes, that's right. Hi. Should I introduce my character?
Sure, yeah, if you like.
So I'll be playing Adelgrim Cotman. He's a little halfling with big ambitions. Still a little bit out of his reach, but maybe a couple new friends might be exactly what he needs.
Alrighty. And Jade.
emergency.
Oh, your mic was like quiet, but then was very audible.
Really?
Yeah, all we got was water, Gency.
Oh, I probably.
It might be a distance thing. I don't know.
I think it might be because I have to face my mic sometimes for it to work.
Oh, that sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the problem. Gotcha. So.
I know it's hard because you guys are in the same room. Sorry, I'll just point that out because they're in the same room, so the audio situation sometimes gets a little confuddled, but usually it sorts out really well. So I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jade.
You're fine. You're perfectly fine. I played Tallulah Orome.
Very nice.
Oh, I forgot to mention I'm a Grung. A Grung Warlock.
You are. And Kevin.
I'm Kevin. I play Tyrion Dion. He's a Earth Genasi, and he carries around a dual blade scimitar that he has not been able to hit with.
And you guys have been in a fix or two so far. Your first mission was to retrieve a valuable painting from a manor that had sunken into the sea. And the other part of the quest was to retrieve a magical book. And you retrieved the exact painting you were set out for. However, you encountered a different magical book along the way and became sure that was the quest that you were supposed to complete. So you brought that magical book and the painting back to Polly, I think is our contact's name, if I'm not mistaken. And he did inform you, wrong book. Thank you for the painting very much, of course. And Issa helped to get you a little bit better of a reward because she was a little put off at the violence that you all had encountered. And how much difficulty there was in the mission, and the fact that Polly hadn't really mentioned that going into it. So you came away with a bit of gold, and you had taken up at the sinking inn for the evening, and that's where Issa Taryn, and I need to get my other name tags on here. Sorry, I guys have
Tallulah.
mixed up.
Tallulah and Hazared.
Hazared's not at the inn right now. He walked away for the time being.
Hazared did go out in search of some potions.
Yes, and I got one.
Yes, they were a
For
bit
helping a
more expensive
lady.
than you had expected.
You know, my memory is a little foggy. Maybe there's a few bonks to the head from those thugs.
Could be, it could be.
There was a few rivets off.
And so, Hazared, we did kind of wrap up with your situation there. And what did you have in mind to do? And do I have it right that you're at 1 hit point of health? Is that just something that I remembered incorrectly?
It should not be at 1. It should be at 6, because I haven't taken a rest yet.
Okay. So how are you feeling from that battle?
You know, it was a little bit of a scuffle. Scratched me up a little bit, but I should be okay.
Okay. Well, because we did end up in kind of a just some different things happening, although we had wrapped up most things. Hazared, is there anything that you wanted to wrap up while you were out and about?
I wanted to go to the apothecary and buy a brewer's kit if they had one for 20 gold.
The lady that you encountered would have been your best bet at the apothecary. I have the name of it, of course, or I do not, of course. Tika's apothecary. The kind lady that you helped move.
Oh, that was Tika? Okay.
That was Tika herself, yes. And that would be your best bet at buying this kit. So she would be able to help you out with that.
Okay, I could use a brewer's kit if you have one, lady. I could pay you 25 gold. Does that sound good?
She gladly accepts your 25 gold for the kit, explaining it will help her with her move.
Thank you. You have a good rest of your evening now, and I'm going to head right back to the inn where everyone's at.
Okay. And so we are at the Sinking Inn this evening, and we'll just take the story with Tallulah, Taryn, and Hazared, and Issa, as you said, will just be enjoying her bath and having had too much to drink, unfortunately. And is there anything that you all would like to see to in the Sinking Inn? You've gotten information about where you might hawk your goods. Anything else? You know that the owner is Camellia.
Well, I need to stay here until at least 1 a.m. before we can leave. I have some prior arrangements I need to deal with.
Okay, would we have all of you in the lobby of the Sinking Inn here, Tallulah and Taryn?
Yeah. So, since Tallulah was kind of just dribbling over in the corner, I'm gonna go up to her and say, "I bought us a room. You can have it. It has a bath, so if you need to, you can use it. I probably am going to spend the night outside. I'm just used to it. Can't really sleep with a roof over my head. But if you don't mind, I'm going to go out and look for maybe a weapon shop or a smithy. See if I can find anything."
Honestly, I'm glad you thought of a bath. Otherwise, I probably flooded the room. But I'm probably gonna stay down here.
You cut out super hard on that.
I did?
Yeah.
Perfect.
It seemed like you were kind of facing the mic too. I'm not sure if that's the issue.
I don't know what the problem is.
It seems when you're closer to your, at least where your cam is positioned, it is a bit more clear.
Do you know if you have a gate set up? Because it sounds like it's treating your voices like background noise, and then the gate will like turn off and allow your audio. So I don't know if you have one of those set up on Zoom or.
My voice meter makes things clear, so that's probably it.
Oh, that sounds really good.
I just turned it down one more notch on that
Yeah,
gate.
that's a lot better.
And that's what it was.
For some reason, it set it to auto 10. All right. He's going to accept the room graciously, and she's going to go ahead and say, I'm very glad that you thought of a bathtub, because otherwise I'd end up flooding the room. So that was a very good thought on your part, but I think I'm going to stay down here a little longer before anything happens and try and play a couple of tunes.
Okay, and
I'm gonna
are
go.
you playing tunes with the thought in mind that you might get tips as a form of entertainment?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and
Just
Taryn.
gonna
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
have her pull out her guitar for it.
Okay. And Taryn, you're saying that you would be checking out to try to find a smithy or a weapons shop?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like my weapon, but maybe something a bit heavier to hit.
And what kind of weapon did you have in mind?
Battle axe, maybe even just I don't know, I'll just see what I get when I get there.
Okay. If you head out into the streets of Oram, you're near the Waterworks district. Make an intelligence check, please, as you walk about town seeking the smithy.
I'm so used to the outdoors, I don't know how to work around towns.
Okay. You do find the stable. Just around
This don't look right.
Just around the hillside here from the sinking inn. Again, most of the town is in disarray, so finding shops in this district might be a little bit more difficult.
Is there a stable hand nearby that I could ask now that I've gotten myself completely lost?
Yes, sir. What is it?
I'm looking for a smithy or a weapon shop, if you know one in town.
Okay, well, just, let's see. Oh, Duggan, he left. Yeah, you keep going around the hills. There's a good smith in the mine. I think his name's Gustav. I can't remember. Got a lot of work to do. You want to give me a hand?
Sure. And instead of actually helping, he's going to start moving the stuff from where he's putting it up back onto where he's putting it, just to piss him off for like 10 minutes.
That'll be quite enough. Thanks for the help there. Nice to meet you.
You're welcome. If you need help, just ask again.
Yes, I'll know who to ask for help.
And I'll take off.
Near the mine, there's a smithy. He's actually underneath just a leather tarp, and he seems to be working on a weapon right now.
Good day, sir. I was in the market for some weaponry, or maybe even some armor if you got it.
I got some. So anything will do then?
Yeah, more or less. Maybe some leather armor, maybe a great sword if you got it. Maybe a battle axe.
Oh, I got lots of great swords here for sale, all different sizes.
Well, I'm kind of a big man, so I need a big one.
All these axes finely suited for battle.
Right, and can I inspect like 2 or 3 of them just for quality purposes?
Yes. You can take a moment to do that, and he has a couple of nicely crafted pieces and many that are good for, day-to-day work. Several that are meant for battle.
All right, one of the ones that's meant for battle, I'll pick that up and be like, how much you looking for this one?
What's the market value of the weapon that you're holding, Taryn?
Sadly, a greatsword is 50 gold.
That one right there. It took me a fair bit of sweat. Like about 55 gold.
Hmm.
And
That is a little. That is a little out of my price range. Oh, you got any great axes, possibly?
They're all great, my friend. Just take your pick.
All right, I'll go over to one of his great axes that he's got and pick it up. Say, how about 30 for this one?
What is the market value for that?
30.
Oh, well, that one took a bit of sweat and blood, but that sounds fair to me.
All right, I'll hand him 30 gold and be like, bad business with you. Hope you do well.
Thank you.
And I'll return to the inn, because that is all my business that I need.
Okay. Tallulah, been playing your guitar. Do you know any local folk tunes? Or what kind of songs do you know?
I think you probably stay more like calm and classical. So I don't know like what that would be around this area, but
Okay. Classical tunes would probably be shared with ones you would find on Toril. And you, as you're playing, you notice the clientele of this bar doesn't seem to know many of these tunes. Although some of them appreciate the nice ambiance. And you will make, will you roll 3d8s, please? And you make 10 silver pieces. Quite a nice pull. There's one generous patron in particular. So, I wanted to kind of wrap up that section of things also so that we could get to introducing Joel to the game. But some of this is also kind of, it hinges on Mitch's character's connections, essentially. So I know that the three of you will be staying there for the evening. And then, Mitch, you said Hazared has a meeting of sorts at midnight in his the room that he's rented. So,
Yeah,
while
with
I am intrigued by
patron.
that is something I think that might be recurring. And so,
Yeah, it's just a conversation. I mean, it doesn't have to be in depth on the first one. We can do it some other time.
Yeah, I think it would be interesting to get to for sure. But then, I don't want to, of course, spend too much time with that before getting to other things. So maybe we can include that as part of the story, like the next time that happens, and just tease it a bit for now, if that works for you.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll say that your meeting would occur as it usually does, and the night's rest went without incident. And also, this is the first time that Tallulah, Taryn, Hazaret, and Issa have worked together. And so you seem to, be getting along really well. But have you found reason for carrying on together after this?
Well, they seem to be a good group to work with. I mean, Tallulah and Taryn are some pretty tough fellows, Issa. And she's going to be nodding off, hungover, passed out in the tub.
Oh, what do you know?
Well, I mean, Tallulah saved my life twice already, and we've only known her for what, a week now?
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just asking, what do you know? Sorry, that's all I have for Issa.
Kieran's gonna lean over and be like, "He don't really know nothing now, does he?"
Well, it looks like you're a bit hungover, Issa. Perhaps you should rest for the day. I do know of a place where we can go probably meet someone else to travel with us, and we can probably get more jobs if you guys want to go make some money for the day. Cut off Hillsdale until Issa's feeling up to it.
I was thinking of asking Paulie for maybe more work, but yeah. What about you, Spout? Yeah, you, the one that just mouthed Spout. What are you thinking?
I'll be completely honest, I blacked out. I forgot for making some more cash. Made a pretty decent amount so far, so. But I'm getting pretty tired, so I might head up to bed.
Alright.
We could not hear you very well, Tallulah. I heard that you were heading somewhere and that you were tired.
Think to bed. Likely.
I'm sorry, I would place us at the next morning, having the night go by uneventful. Sorry,
That
guys.
makes
I don't
more
know
sense.
if I made that clear enough. Yep.
Not particularly.
Still hunting for another quest. Or is it for more adventure?
All right, well, I think you guys will really like this person. I mean, they're really rough and tough like you, so I mean, let's go. You'll see them. And
Alright.
I think you had us planned to head over to Narches.
Is that where you intend to go? To visit?
Yeah,
And so it's Narcha.
yeah. Where did you say it was in town again?
Let me find this here. I'm sorry, I have it in my notes. So you can lead them there, Hazaret. And you know that this is in Cannery Row. And Cannery Row is a sector of the city that was made to facilitate the canning of fish, with the hopes of exporting said fish to various regions throughout Onthuld. It was a productive economy until the instability of the realm decided that the sector would fail. Most of the warehouses are abandoned. Some still operate, but on a much smaller scale. And your contact Narcha has established a base in an abandoned warehouse. The building is plain, and the exterior is made of aluminum paneling, imported from Waterdeep, of course. And the entrance is a nondescript door with two heavies playing cards out front. And as the three of you, because Issa's staying behind, approach, the man grunts at you. Oi. How you doing, Froggy?
Not bad. I'm here to see Narcha to see if she has any jobs for us. I mean, we're stuck in town for another day and we need to make some money.
Right.
How you guys been?
Good, mate. Good. You want in on a hand?
Yeah, we could use another person in our party. What do you two think?
Oh, I mean playing cards with us, mate.
Oh. Yeah, I'll play some cards. What you playing?
Playing Demons Wild, of course. You up for the stakes?
Let's do it. Feel me in.
How about you two?
Oh, I spent all my money yesterday, so like you said, I need cash.
Annie's a gold, correct?
All right, Big Pretty. We'll sit you down next time. What about you, Water Girl?
I'd pay less for cards, to be honest.
Hazaret, will you roll just roll me a d20, please. You can see how your luck goes.
I have proficiency with playing cards. So can I add my proficiency bonus?
Yes.
$20.
All right, thanks for the game, and I'll catch you later, okay? After you clean the table a couple of times, and the stakes of the game are high in that if you get the wrong card, then things could turn bad. But of course, we can get to the rules of Demons Wild later, and you make out with 18 silver pieces?
All right. I thought I was going to have to bet more.
Yeah, nice to see you. Okay. Thanks. And you know where to find Narca.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that last part. What'd you say?
I said you know where to find Narca, mate. Okay. We'll see you later.
All right, I'll see you around.
Okay, take care.
Take care.
And inside there's a short hallway made from exquisite wood that leads to an open floor. The warehouse has been made into a stadium of sorts, and a raised boxing ring is central in the warehouse, with wooden bleachers surrounding the ring. There's a chalkboard with a list of matches, and there's a time. It looks like the warehouse begins prelims in the early afternoon, and the main event happens in the evening, just as the Golden Dragon leaves.
Hey, Narcha, where you at? I know you're here somewhere.
Hazaret, is that you?
Yeah, I'm looking for work. What you got?
My goodness, you look swell as a mama hen. Just took a dirt bath.
Well, you know.
And
Thanks for the compliment.
Oh, yes, well, and your new friends, darling.
Oh, this is Tallulah. I know she looks fairly mean. She puts off a mean demeanor, but trust me, she's wonderful. The same here with Taryn. He's very strong, very loyal. He gave himself up so that Tallulah could get away, and he didn't even know what would happen.
Well, I'll be a regular hero.
I know, hero. I figured the guy would let the girl go.
They were kind of
leave him there.
filthy thugs.
Yeah, I kind of figured you were going to leave me anyway, so I suggested it.
Well, she didn't leave you. She came back and got us, and we all rescued you together. I mean,
Yeah, but what'd she have to do? She had to leave me in order to come get me. So, still right.
Be honest, I did debate about leaving to try and go get a drink instead.
Oh, I like her. Ah, but you look wetter than the storms riding put up wet. What's the matter, honey?
I'm literally made of water. I cannot be any.
You cut out again.
We heard you're literally made of water.
Yeah.
Oh my.
That's
Well, what brings you here?
Well, we could use another person. I mean, security's nice, safety in numbers. We figured you might know someone, and as well as some work we could do to make at least a large sum of money to get some supplies before heading out.
You know, I do have a job for you. It doesn't pay that much. At least, not the base pay. I mean, that is if you're available tonight.
Yeah, well, you know my deal. I mean, I have to take a break at midnight, but aside from that, I'm pretty open.
Okay, well, you see, the challenger for my main event is a no-show. And my champ refuses to wrestle anybody but the number one, the best. So, picture this. You three in a triple threat.
Just fists?
If you like. The undefeated Hazard Confibula. I was really hoping Issa would show. I had a tag team match in mind. But I'm sure we can work something out here. I don't make a lot on these shows. You do know how to work a match, right?
Well, I mean, I go in there and I fight, but I mean, I kind of have an advantage. I mean, there's a reason I'm undefeated.
Right.
But,
It's a fight, and it's a show also.
yeah, I can be flashy if we need to make more money. If that's what you mean.
Right. Well, it's important it looks real. So, yes, I'll guarantee you 20 silver each in the open bar tab. And if you do a nice job, if the audience loves it, I could probably afford to give you a little bonus. What do you say? It could be fun.
I will say this. I personally am not very good with my fists, but I will be likely to provide some air of music around if needed.
Okay. Well, if you'd rather perform in that matter, that's fine. How about you, though, big guy? I'd love to put you in the ring there.
I think I could, I can throw me fists around, do some damage, and, tend to be a swan if needed.
Okay, right. Well, I'm gonna put that down on the card for tonight, and just don't go too hard on Hazzy. It's a show, but it needs to look real. So if they're not buying into it, just go ahead and lay it in there. Apologize later, they say.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it's
won't
about the money. We gotta
apologize
make
for
it look good.
Right. And you said that you're looking for more work too, like a real job, right?
Yeah, we need some money. I mean, we have a few gold built up between us, but we need some fairly expensive supplies before we leave town.
And you said you wanted a little more help?
Yeah, we could use some hands, more numbers
appreciated.
in our soiree.
Well, I think I have just the right guy for you. Hey, Copman, come over here. And Adelgrim Codman will be at hand here in the warehouse. This fine man, And Adelgrim is a halfling. Why don't you take a moment to describe yourself, Joel?
So I think the easiest way to describe myself is he looks like a child. He's about 2'8", but you can tell that it's very much on purpose. Like he wants other people to be lowering their guard around him. But he's got fancy clothes. It seems a bit ratty though. Like they have holes in them. They're not exactly his size. Perhaps he stole them from someone else. And he seems very at ease here. I think he has a lot of friends around these parts. And he's someone who is useful. So people do like to keep him around. He'll probably walk up to you. And he'll probably walk up to the biggest one of you and just start climbing up you.
All right, what you doing? Get off.
It's not a good idea. You might get hit.
In fact, if he's already kind of attached to the leg, I'll like flick him off.
Can I make a sleight of hand check? I don't want to steal anything. I just want to see what he's got on him.
I typically don't go with rolling against players, players versus players. How about Taryn? You tell, or rather, Kevin, you can tell Joel what things he might be able to discern are on your person.
Well, it's very easy. He's more or less just got like an overshirt on, regular pair of pants with a belt. You can see a couple of hand axes on there, a great axe, and a double-bladed scimitar there as well. And then just like a couple javelins, backpack, bedroll, thing to make food, matches, torches, just basic stuff. He doesn't look like he has much, and honestly, his coin purse feels really, really light too.
Okay. I get off him and I'll just look at him and tell him, "You're dangerous. I like you."
In the woods, one's gotta be prepared. So yeah.
So what can I do for you?
Y'all seem to be hitting it off rather nicely. I wanted to introduce you because, Cody here, he does nice work with a lockpick. Might be able to get you into a place, and I have a place in mind. But, I have some more business that I need to tend to. Maybe I can tell you all about that after the show. Because it's a place you might want to go at night, either way.
Right.
If you have a door that needs opening, I can be persuasive.
You can talk to a door?
There's more than one way to talk to things,
This man can talk to doors. Wow.
If you say the right things, it just open right up for you.
Yeah, Narcha,
Then
she's really
blasting
bringing in some
through them.
talent.
I'm sorry, Jade, would you repeat that?
It's better than blasting through them.
Faster too.
Wait, who blasted through it? Never mind.
When we were trying to save your rocky skin, someone wanted to be stealthy, but also decided to blast the door lock.
Those two things don't usually mix.
I mean, hey, did you have a better plan?
Honestly, I probably could have shape-shifted King with water and gotten us in quieter.
No one noticed us, at least, and it smelled quite lemony fresh.
Didn't notice you. They knew. What do you mean?
We were an
Alright,
all-out fight.
They didn't notice us from the door, all right? The door isn't what put us away, gave us away. That was me trying to fuck with their heads, and they failed miserably.
All right, now, darlings, take it out in the ring, okay? Save it for the ring.
All right.
Now, you take care. I got that open tab for you. We'll start now, and don't be late, please, for the main event. It'd be right around the time that Sugar Free Sugar fleas, excuse me, it leaves the sky. What a mouthful.
Whenever she or he leaves, I'm gonna turn to Hazard and be like, "All right, so is it just a boxing match or what? Do we actually get weapons or what's the rule?"
Well, I mean, it's kind of just like for show. Like, most of the time we don't really hurt each other. I mean, you can.
Even shows have rules, but
You could pull a chair from under the stage. I don't know. I mean, there are weapons, but there's no predicting what they're going to be.
all right.
People don't typically use magic. It's not unheard of, but not typically used.
I'm gonna eye him because I know he can, and then turn to Cotton or whatever his name is. Cotton. Alda. I didn't catch the name. I'm sorry.
It's Cotman.
Cotman. Okay. How long you been here?
DM?
Maybe anywhere up to a year, as you like.
I travel places. This place I've been for about a year. I made a couple friends and a couple people.
All right, so you are a guy now. All right. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
So you have a door that you need opening. Is that right?
Not.
We
not,
would in the future.
I was
All
gonna
right.
say not at the moment, but apparently after we get this job, yeah.
All right. I can help with that.
How about today we have a little demo of your skills? You show us what you can do, Cotman.
Where should I start? There's so many things.
I mean, what do you think you're the best at? And you'll be able to tell us what you're the best at. Breaking into places?
I'll be useful in a fight. I'll make your life a lot easier in a fight.
Well, maybe we should go find something to fight. We'll see how you do. We've got all day, so if you get beat up, you can get rested and be okay, right?
I don't
want to. All right. Well, let's find someone around here. I'm sure there's somebody that'll fight you. Hey, anybody want to brawl?
Or we could go back and ask Paulie if they have a job. You know, two birds.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to cast Produce Flame. But I will hold it in my hand. So it's just a ball of flame in my hand.
Oh, that's cool.
And then I'll extinguish it.
So you know a little bit of magic. That's useful.
A few tricks.
But I think Taryn's right. I think finding a day job may be better than trying to fight someone.
I don't look for fights, but if they come, I'm always prepared.
Do you remember where Polly's at, Taryn? I don't necessarily.
We were supposed
Remember.
to talk to the barmaid, Camilla, I believe is the name, and she was going to direct us in his direction if need be.
Okay, well, you lead the way, Taryn. We'll go back and talk to the barmaid and find a job. What does everyone else think? I guess I shouldn't be deciding for everybody, because maybe you do want to fight. And I'm sure there's some thugs that want to fight. Or maybe you want to do something else. Tallulah, did you have any plans?
Not much with my fists.
So, you guys visit Camellia. She mentions that Polly just left, but he comes here for lunch every day. can't really tell you where to find him, but you could meet him here tomorrow probably. And we'll have the rest of the day pass as you please. Perhaps you get into a little bit of trouble trying to pick a fight around town, but you all are pretty strange and intimidating a lot. So
I want to spend part of the time during the day reading my book of herbs to learn some of the herbs around Gira.
Okay. That works.
I will say you do notice I have some weapons on me. They're just well hidden.
Oh, and Taryn's gonna go up to Cotman and say, you know, I know you're probably pretty sneaky since you can pick locks, but if you ever feel like you need a bit of help, I have an ability that makes it hard for others to notice us. Just something I've always had.
That will be very useful.
You gotta stay within 30 feet of me, though, so.
I'll keep that in mind.
So, when you come back to the warehouse at night, it's much more crowded than it had been during the day. And there are bards and wizards playing strange music, setting a very strange mood. It somehow sounds like electronic music. And Narcha is quite happy to greet you. And when she meets you, she rushes up. Oh, just in time, just in time. You know, I was thinking maybe we do make this just a right proper tag match. And Cartman, you go in with Hazzy, okay? I mean, I know you usually do singles, but I think you guys will make a great team.
Perhaps we could ask one of your wizards to use a bit of magic on me, make me look like a halfling for the match. We could be like a halfling team new to the battle.
Oh, Hazzy, I love the idea, but I've already have you build, and you know that your name brings in something of a crowd. Not quite like the champ, you know, don't get a big head, but... So, I think we should keep you as Hazzy Confibula on the billing this time. But I do like that maybe for the future.
Okay. You down for a tag team, Cotman?
Always.
All right, well, so now, y'all just get in there one at a time, right? You know a tag team match? One of y'all stands on the outside, one of y'all stands on the inside, and the ones on the inside fight. When you get beat up, try to tag your partner.
Oh, but Cotman, you're going to have to get some better clothes. Hold on, give me a moment.
By the way, is there like armor involved in this, or is it just two people throwing
like,
fists?
more like costumes, right? Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to use prestidigitation, wave my hands, clap them, rub them together. And your clothes are going to be a bit more vibrant and cleaner. I can't quite repair the holes, but I can make them brighter and cleaner.
I'll take it. Now I already know how this is going to go for me. Like, I'm going into this knowing I'm not probably going to win, but I'm going to make a good show of this.
Oh, Cotman, you're one of my best luchadors, so, you know, just get on that show. You're going to do fine.
You're going to see something fun.
And now, as soon as you put on a good show, somebody just make the pinfall for the win, and, you know, clean as a day, it's over. Now, get in there, and just don't kill each other. But, how shall I introduce you? I know Hazzy's intro. I know Cotman's. What about you two, though? Tallulah, Taryn?
Oh, she already said she ain't fighting.
Oh, I can't convince you to get in there? I thought you would bring the guitar as you go to the ring and play.
Play the music, but I won't fight.
Oh, dear. Well, how about you don't get tagged in and you just stand on the apron?
That works for me.
Okay. And then
That works for me, too.
Taryn, you lure one of them in, and Tallulah, I have another guitar here. You could just... and break over their head. That could be a good way to end it.
I love this.
I like it too.
Okay, I mean, you don't want to use your own guitar. That's for sure. But I do
Certainly
have
would
this
not
one.
want to break this one.
No, I can put it somewhere nice for you if you like. Make sure no one touches it. Or you could set it ringside and pick up the fake. Real sneaky like. If yours sounds extra pretty, I don't know. So, I'm going to go make the introductions and then y'all come out and fight, okay?
You can introduce me as The Rock. No, or
not
not.
just a boulder.
That's
He's a
good-
rock.
The Rock.
That's a good gimmick. I have not heard that one. And Tallulah, what about you? The river.
What? Oh, I'd say the flooded minstrel.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, give me just a moment. And you hear Nartra's voice echoing throughout the halls in the other room. She stands in the ring, introducing Hazared Confibula, who happens to be undefeated.
As she says Hazared, I'm going to standing leap, and as I'm going through the air, I'll press to digitate my cloak to change colors and just land on my feet next to her. I'll flashy and take a bow.
What are the costume options? I want something cool.
Yeah, what kind of
Do they
costume
have-
do you pick out? They have a lot of nice costumes for this event.
If they have it, and I don't know, that's a big if, but if they have something like a bear onesie or some kind of animal onesie type outfit, I would be on that. So quick.
Is that your go-to? I imagine
Yeah.
that Cotman has had a number of matches.
They have it. It has my name on it.
Nice. So a halfling in a bear outfit. All right. I like it. And
I toss my cloak to the crowd, and there's just another cloak underneath.
and
You came prepared.
Nartra introduces Adelgren Cotman. What is your nickname? You might have one.
Mine,
Yes.
the Wrath.
The Rash?
The Wrath.
I'm sorry, the Wrath. That's much better than the Rash. I'm like, wait a second.
I
Just
call
makes
him
the
the
opponent
because
very
he
itchy.
creeps up your leg.
You see me like making 2 marks with black paint just on my face.
And
Very
from
serious.
From parts unknown, the flooded minstrel and the Rock.
And Taryn will get up in there and just be like, "Urgh," and everything is just gonna crack into place, like rocks sliding into place, and be like, "Let's get it on, you little wimps!"
Ring the bell. And Tallulah rushes out of the ring. Oh, this is gonna be excellent.
Oh, and just to be sure, what are the rules for defeat here? Let everyone know.
Narcha had said a pinfall will end the match.
Okay. And if someone were to run out of the ring, their partner would have to, of course, fill in for them, right?
Sweetheart, just get in there and fight. These are lucha rules. So the tags are important, but they don't matter that much. Just make sure someone's in
Okay.
the ring to fight.
Okay, I just making
Knowing
sure the audience
that-
knows.
Thank you.
Knowing
sweetheart.
that Hazared has this ability that makes people run, because I've already seen it happen, Taryn will have gloves on that are really thick and just a thick overshirt, so that way he can't touch me except for my face. And if he somehow shoves his hand up my sleeve or up my pant leg.
Okay, so we will begin with in the ring, Taryn, and who from what is your guys' team name? Hazard
We
and
will be
Adelgrim.
called. What do you want to be called? The Duo of Doom. How about that?
Team Short Stuff.
I like that. Team Short Stuff. What do you think, Cotman?
I like that.
All right. That's what
You
we'll
weren't
be called,
supposed to
Archer.
like
Team
it.
Short Stuff.
And who from Team Short Stuff will begin the match?
Do you want rock, paper, scissors it?
I don't mind going first.
Oh. Okay, you can go first if you want to.
And Cotman, your record is not stellar in the ring, but you do put on a good show.
Well, it's fun to watch.
Exactly. And so the match begins with Cotman and Taryn, and Hazared leaves the ring. Tallulah, you have your guitar. Are you playing the guitar currently?
Yeah, absolutely. Play it.
Okay. And as you're playing, you start to pick up a rhythm of the crowd chant as they begin to chant for Short Stuff.
I'm going to cast Prestidigitation each time that Cotman lands a hit to make harmless sparks come out, so it looks really cool.
Okay.
Like fireworks when he hits.
Okay.
Because he's hitting against stone.
So to start the match, we're gonna run this like a kind of like a skill contest. So you might choose to use acrobatics, athletics, performance, or intimidation. And part of it is playing to the crowd. Part of it is fighting your opponent. So we'll start with Taryn and Cotman, Adelgrim, and Taryn.
Yeah.
We'll just have you go ahead and describe first. You've already, busted out your rock form during introductions. For that, will you make an intimidation check, please?
Well, okay. Woo! 19.
The crowd is taken aback as basically rocks and earth overtake where your muscles were. And then, I'm sorry, I don't think Adelgrim, will you make just a description of what you're doing during the introductions?
For me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm probably going to be asked to be launched into the arena.
Okay.
So I'll find a big buddy of mine in the crowd and just ask him to throw me into it.
Okay.
I want to land gracefully on my feet if I can.
Absolutely. Just over the top ropes. Maybe a
Yes.
somersault, maybe not. Just a dive, and you land solid. I hope. Will you make an acrobatics check, please?
I am not proficient, but this will be fun.
And as you please, you land flatly on your feet. Very nice. And also, so we heard that Hazared, you're revealing, or you're taking off of your cloak only to reveal another cloak. Will you make a performance check, please?
Five.
Ooh, okay. As you try to whip your first cloak in kind of a slick manner, it begins to get wrapped up around you, and you kind of struggle to actually take it off. But
Oops, forgot the zipper.
And Tallulah, as you're introduced, the flooded minstrel.
What I'm gonna do is, as I take one strum at the guitar, I'm gonna do like a little, I'm gonna take like a stream of water and just let it sprinkle around to try and form like a mini rainbow type thing.
Okay, will you make a performance check, please? There's a bit of applause. Scattered, mild. It's not quite as vibrant as you had hoped. Now, in the ring, we have Terran and Adelgrim. Should it be Cotman or Adelgrim? Adelgrim? Adel? Do I have it?
Adelgrim.
Thank you.
But I think everyone just calls me Cotman.
Okay. Fix that real quick. And so to begin the match, we'll just start with the skill contest, and you can use any of those skills that you like: intimidation, performance, acrobatics, athletics, and we'll have Terran go first because he had the higher introduction roll.
All right. So I'm gonna use my athletics, and I'm just gonna like bum rush Cotman when he gets in or after the introductions and everything, and just try to do like a haymaker. Or well, no, I guess he's shorter than that, so I'd have to do like a really low sweep for kicking.
Okay, a 16. And Cotman, you can choose what skill you like to compete against this.
Okay. As he's kicking, I think I would love to do a sleight of hand to see if I can maybe tie his shoe together,
Okay.
get him to trip. Because I don't think I can push him over, but maybe I can make him fall.
Sounds good.
So that'll be sleight of hand.
Scared to see what happens.
Oh.
My goodness. Okay, describe how you do so, please.
So as he's kicking, I think I slip past the kick, grab onto the foot. And as he's bringing the foot back to balance himself, I quickly tie the knots together, then jump out of his reach. And as he's coming forward, I feel like he might trip.
Okay. And the arena erupts in applause and laughter. And at this point, it would be an opportune moment, and we'll have both contestants tag out. And the team that won the last contest would have advantage. But when Terran goes to tag into Lula, what happens?
You want to describe it? You don't know. Okay. So when Terran walks back over, and he's gonna just look at her, but then immediately just turn around and be like, "Nah, I got this. Like, I don't need your help, you little wuss spout."
You struggle at your shoelaces as Hazared makes his way into the ring.
He'll just kick him off and be like, "God dang it, I was hoping to avoid that."
Make sure you don't fall to rubble this time.
And for this, we'll do another skills contest. And Hazared, you can go first.
I'm going to use my acrobatics. I'm just going to standing leap towards the light above us. It comes straight down with my arms crossed and my feet towards his head.
Okay.
But I'm not going to land in a malicious way. I'm just going to land like I'm standing on his head. Make it look like I'm hitting him. 14.
Okay. And you're able to leap up, and for a moment you're lost in the lights. When you come down, you deliver what looks like a painful blow, and it is a little painful. Will you deal a d4 of damage, please?
One.
I'll play it off like it was a lot worse, and be like, "Ah."
And my feet are wrapped up, so my poison isn't hitting him.
Okay.
Okay, and Taryn, it is your turn.
Okay. since he just hit me here, I'm gonna try to. I don't even know. I'm just gonna try to pick him up and throw him against the other side of the ring, I guess. Like pick him up by his cloak and just toss him that way. I think I'm gonna have to use my acrobat or athletics for this again.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna put my foot forward so he has an opportunity to grab me.
Okay.
10.
A 10. I would have given advantage, but a 10 is with advantage. Okay.
Yeah.
And you throw Hazared. Luckily, this frog is rather small and weighs less than 40 pounds. So you're able to throw Hazared quite some distance.
As I go through the air, I go, wow!
Slams into the ropes on the other side of the ring and falls to the ground. And suddenly, Narka is at your side, Tallulah, and she says, "Hey, this is going too well. It's time to end it." And she hands you the other guitar discreetly and steps back.
Please awaken my meat and tell Tallulah, hit me in the head. Now, as hard as you can. Break that guitar. Make it explode. No, prestidigitation ready to put sparks out as she does it.
She's gonna try and pull this guitar as high as she can from the other side of the rope and smash it down as hard as she can. But to make even more effect, she's gonna take a little bit of the water from her hair and let it bust the guitar further from inside, almost like an implosion.
Okay. Make a strength check, please.
You got this. You got this. You got a little bit better than me.
And the guitar smashes into Hazared, just exploding. And Hazared, you said that you're going to use a spell?
Yeah, prestidigitation. I can cause harmless sparks as a cantrip. Just as looks.
Looks like the guitar just explodes on you. And the guitar actually knocks you unconscious. And you awaken a moment later, and the crowd is just erupting, and Narcha is in the ring. And winners by disqualification. Short stuff.
Wait, what? Ah.
And the crowd begins booing at the match being called off. But,
And you just see Cotman running around in his bear outfit around the ring, just cheering for this victory. It's one of few.
Who really wants to return the favor, so she's gonna make just a small little puddle right where he might step so he can slip himself.
Oh, goodness. And Narcha comes up to Tallulah and Taryn. Great show, great show. Now hurry to the back like you're really pissed. And she goes.
What do you mean, like? He's just gonna stomp his way there.
And she raises the
Calm
hands.
down, big guy.
She raises the hands of Hazi and Cotman, and leaves you two in the ring to celebrate. And she disappears to the back of the room.
And everything went according to plan.
Yeah, it was a good show. The crowd loved it.
The best part is we drink for free for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
And in the back room, Narcha is quite pleased. Oh, that was lovely. Sorry about that last bit. You guys are too good to give a finish on this card. I think we could do business. Anyway, like I said, here's your cut and a bonus. And she hands each of you 20 silver and 20 gold. I put a little bit of gold on the outlier. All these marks think my booking's so predictable. They'll be madder than a wet hen.
I forgot the rule that if they swing outside of the ring, that they're disqualified. I thought I was throwing the match to them.
Oh, well, good job laying that in there, Tallulah. That looked really sharp.
Oh, she did a number on me. That kind of hurt.
I'll admit, for a little girl, she did hit pretty hard.
Men tried to hurt.
Well, I suspect you didn't just come here for wrestling, so I do have that other job for you. And, it really is a personal friend, Emperor Skletskin. He's such a kind man. And he's keener than a 72-month ham he is. They've taken his family and imprisoned them in an abandoned warehouse in the Waterworks district. I'll take good care of you if you can do this for me, but what I need is for you to get in there real quiet like, and, Emperor Skletskin, he's a penguin, so you'd be looking for a small group of penguins. And all I know is that they're, I can show you on the map here, and she points out where the warehouse is located. Just around the corner. It's like a small corner of a warehouse that's still standing. You might meet some heavies out front, but nothing you can't handle.
I'm sure we can handle it.
I'm going to look down at Hazard and be like, or something we can avoid if we can.
Yeah. Would be nice to avoid a fight this time and having to fight a bunch of thugs. What do you guys think? Oh, by the way, Narcha, what's the payment? What are you thinking about payment here?
What about like 100 gold each?
Oh, we could use that, yeah. You guys think that's worth it?
Don't ask if it's worth it. It's getting the penguin back. Of course it's worth it.
Well, I think you've got a crew to go in and do this.
Well then, I would just wait for complete darkness, and then that way you have a little bit of cover. They usually just keep a couple men outside. Shouldn't be anything you can't handle, like I said. Let me know if you need anything else. And great match tonight, y'all. That was amazing. Really appreciate that.
And about what time is it right now? Like, is it dark out? Is it dusk?
Yes, it is evening. The golden dragon, that is the sun, has set during your match. And so night has fallen.
Well, you guys know the rules. I got that Emberella disease. I can't be out past midnight.
Oh, and here's a scroll that y'all can use if you need to talk to them. I don't expect they speak common, though the Emperor does.
Oh, well, okay, I guess we could use the scroll, but I'm going to use Awaken Mind. Remember, I got this, Narcha. They just need to know how to talk in A language. And
well, I pray nothing happens to you, Hazzy, but if it did, then the others might be able to still do something.
Okay.
I can't cast spells, so I'm out.
Tallulah, would you like to hold on to the scroll?
Sure, why not? That's it.
I'm sorry, I couldn't quite hear what you said there.
Grabs the dang scroll from you. I'm getting frustrated with this mic.
No worries. We can hear you pretty decently. It just every once in a while cuts out just a little bit. So, you have a mission. You've completed a job, made a little bit of spending money, and why don't we just take a a break here, and we'll reconvene in about 15 minutes at 11:55, and the adventure will continue.
Cool.
That's good.
we're taking a minute to level up, and I'm taking a minute to set up the map on Roll20. So what are some changes that happened to Hazared? And I'll switch your guys' names around here too.
Like leveling up?
Yeah.
I'm getting invocations. I'm not sure which one I'm going to take for my second one. I've got Armor of Shadows for my first one.
You always do Mask of Many Faces, so that way you can appear as a halfling and then touch somebody and get them poison.
Yeah, I was thinking about Mask of Many Faces, but Beast Speech might be useful.
I mean, true, but kind of like you said to that Ringmaster, you can always just do your thought projection type deal. So I don't really know if it would be useful.
How many halflings do we want running around too? I mean, that's worth considering.
Yeah. I don't really need to disguise myself because I'm not a wanted criminal like you guys are. I'm just technically committing crimes.
Oh, just because we're labeled evil does not mean we're criminals.
I have not committed one crime. That's trying to deck a guy in the face. At least nothing they can prove yet.
I mean, technically, I don't want to be that guy, but most of what you guys have done has been illegal.
I could not hear you at all. Last thing I heard was, I don't want to be that guy.
Oh, most of what you've done has been illegal.
Again, nothing they can prove.
I can play ignorance and just be like, oh, I thought that was that guy's painting and book he wanted us to retrieve. I didn't know he was stealing it. Because that's actually what I thought we were doing. I'm being honest. I didn't know we were stealing.
Last night, or I don't know. I was thinking about how Lexi took really good notes. We need Lexi back.
Why? What notes do you need?
No, I have all the notes I need. So is everybody leveled? You guys still have some things to do, or?
Looks like Jade's still working on hers, but
Okay. Well, the plan was for you all to go rescue some penguins. And it was described to you as just a small corner of a warehouse that's still standing within one of the kind of ruined areas of the city. And we can wait while Jade finishes up. It's no worries.
I finished up my character sheet. I know what Alexis wants for her character, so I could fill hers out as well.
Right on.
I'm good. I got stuck deciding between two spells.
Right on. so I want to use dynamic lighting, but I need to set your tokens up for that. So I'll pull your tokens onto the map and then give you lighting. Do you guys want to plan how you want to approach this job? Narcha had mentioned there might be a couple of heavies outside of what was left of this warehouse, and then you would be traveling below to find the penguins.
So she said it was just an abandoned factory, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so, well, we could always sneak in from the back, make sure that none of the heavies see us from the front, and, well, if there's any windows or anything, we could send the small guys in, and Azareg can speak to them. I think you talked into my mind one time.
Yeah, and I can do it in any voice I want to as well, so I can be quite scary. At other times, I can just be, you know, there. But looking at this building, how tall is it, do you think?
As you approach this sector of the city, you see that there are a couple of larger houses and then many small houses, and then the remains of this factory. Some of the walls still stand, and I would place you maybe 100 feet or so away from it as you're approaching.
We're 100 feet away, but how tall is it, did you say? You trailed out there.
I'm sorry. I'd say that there are walls of it that go, 15 to 20 feet, but I think that you'll need to get closer to, ascertain the small portion that you're looking for. Right now, there are lots of different walls in the way, and I'll pull you over to this map here in just 1 second, setting up the last token.
The building doesn't look too tall for me to jump on top of. Oh. A good
Yeah, you'd
vantage
definitely be
point.
able to get up onto it too, because parts of these walls have just fallen, and you have just rubble where the walls used to stand, and then whatever walls are left. There's not much for roofs or ceilings, but here and there still are support beams going across, and we can just kind of imagine those as we please. I moved you guys over to the map on Roll20. Can you all see something?
Yeah, I can see the map.
Okay.
Yeah.
Adderall, that's your name, correct? Cotman? You said you were good at sneaking around.
Battlegrim.
Oh, Battlegrim.
There you go.
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry I got your name wrong.
Everyone calls me Cotman. Fine.
Do you want to scout out? I can go with you. I'm fairly sneaky myself.
Okay, let's do it.
What do you two think? Tallulah, Aaron, what do you think we should do?
Well, considering the last time going in from the front didn't really work so well for Taryn and I would say definitely going from the less obvious direction would be more sensible.
Much as I hate to agree, yeah. Let's be sneaky. And because if we're all going at the same time, I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace on all of us. Yeah. It's just a function I have. So when we roll dex, we get a +10. But it's 30 feet centered on me.
Very nice.
There's this thing I learned how to do during the match last night, and I think it'll come in handy. And I'm going to use my Eldritch Invocation to cast Armor of Shadows. My cloak turns like yellow smoke. It becomes like incorporeal looking. And I go to drop a rock on my hand, it falls through. It makes me harder to hit.
All right.
And so if you all are going to be moving forward, you see kind of an orange brick that you're within. So this would all be the rubble of a larger home. And then you can kind of see, it is dark. Is anybody using a torch? Or I have your vision set right now at 30 feet because it is nighttime and there's no light out. Or will you be moving forward in the darkness?
We should try to be sneaky, and I'll use Awakened Mind to say that to everyone around me. So should we use torches? Thumbs up for yes, thumbs down for no. Don't talk. We need to be quiet if we're sneaking.
Darren will give a thumbs up to sneaking and no torch.
They should be using torches, the guards, so we should be able to see them even from far.
And then if you would all please make stealth checks for me as you move forward.
You get a +10 to whatever you roll.
Okay.
19.
Mine doesn't matter. It's a natural 1. So I'll try to go the opposite way of everybody.
So it's +10. Whatever we roll.
Yeah, +10 to whatever you roll.
So that'll be a 29 for me.
26.
A 19 from Hazaret and a 12 from Taryn. And
It was a natural 1, so.
So as you're moving along, you just begin stumbling on some of the rubble and your weapons bang against the wall, making a bit of a noise. And you all see in the distance, here I'm going to move you a little bit, each of you.
I clicked the wrong spell. I did not want that. My bad.
Yeah, I'll try to keep everybody within 30 feet of me, but since I'm being so loud, and I can probably tell, but
Yeah, you just kind of
hang
maybe
back.
stop for a moment to collect yourself and silence the noise that you're making as the others are going forward a bit. But that does allow you the opportunity to see just kind of southeasterly, looking at the map. You see a dim light coming out of a hallway far ahead. I'm not sure a good way to show you that on the map. It would be beyond your actual line of sight, so you just kind of see what is a doorway illuminated and torchlight.
Okay. Since I can't talk back to Hazared with his mind thingy, I'll just try a whisper and be like, "Hey, there's light coming from over
I'll
there."
get closer to him so I can hear him.
I'll just
stick
point
next to
now that you're
Taryn.
over. Now that you're over towards me, I'll just point and be like, "Light."
I'm gonna go check that out. You guys stay back. I mean, well, at least you, Taryn. You're pretty obvious. They're gonna see you immediately. I'll use Awaken Mind.
Yeah.
Cartman, you wanna come along with me and check out this light at the door?
All right, right, let's do it.
Okay.
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
The two of you, please make me stealth checks. A 22
That would
and a
be
32.
22.
Okay, so you're sneaking up on this large doorway that's been illuminated. The doorway is about 10 feet tall, and you see that this is the largest structure that is still standing. I'm going to move the two of you forward for just a moment. It's about here, near the corner. And if you would please, Tallulah and Taryn, what do you do as the other two smaller adventurers creep forward?
I think I'm gonna try and follow up behind them just by like 10 feet or so. Even though he told me to stay, I don't plan on it. I want to see what's up.
Okay. Will you make a stealth check, please?
Well,
You are perhaps trying to think of a way that like the water that you move with would make some noise, like. But I'm not sure. Maybe I'm not sure what
Like
that
squishy shoes.
are you
Yeah.
sloshing
Well,
about?
first came to my mind was just awful. No, I was gonna say her water broke.
We don't joke about that. I'm too close for that.
Oh my goodness. Taryn, what do you do as Tallulah moves forward but begins making a little bit of noise? You've already quieted yourself.
I'll just try to slowly walk over to what would be my right. So just off over where I'm pinging. And I'll maybe not as silently walk over that way, so that way they'll hear noise over in this direction rather than where the three of them are.
Okay.
I'll try to get to right there.
Okay, I'm going to move you just a little bit just so it makes a little bit more sense for what will happen.
Yeah.
And so you kind of move over there with the idea that you can make some noise to divert attention, not worried about being quiet.
Yeah.
Okay. And so as some of you creep forward and Taryn prepares, you see two hulking silhouettes round the corner, and I am going to roll for them in this situation. And these look like just like large, stout people. You can't quite make them out yet, but they have kind of strange pointed ears, and it's probably not a man or a woman.
Those dwells.
They don't look human then, since the ears.
And they begin walking forward, carrying torches. And you see, as they kind of come into the light, they haven't noticed you yet. And you're able to kind of move away a little bit behind the corner out of their sight. Just as they come into view, and you notice that these are bugbears, large goblin-like folk. And they're not typically welcome in civilized society, as they cause a lot of issues, and they're just typically quite chaotic. And they are looking around, trying to discern what noise they might have heard. And we can have everybody roll initiative, please.
9.
At least I'm getting them out of the way on this.
At least I know who to give my bardic inspiration to start with.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. The person that's not going to be doing much.
We have 14, 9, 7, and 2. And although they haven't noticed you yet, they are kind of aware that something's up, so I'm going to put them in initiative order. And we will start with Tallulah.
Tallulah?
Trying to think of what I can do here.
These are just the two hulking figures of these bugbears searching, carrying torches. They haven't spotted you yet. You do recognize that you're beginning to make a little bit of noise. So act as you like. You could.
Did I count as humanoid?
Yes.
Then I'm gonna try and attempt to charm one of them.
Okay. The closest?
Yeah.
Okay. 17. Oh, 17 will save. Okay. Let's see. This has a verbal and somatic component. You begin to chant your magic, and you hear the grunts of these creatures. Over there. I think they're in the dark. And okay, anything else for your turn, Tallulah?
And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and use my creator destroy water as well. They both actions though? No, they're both actions. I guess as a bonus action I can do it, maybe no.
Yeah, it would need to be a bonus action.
Okay. Then I think I'm good for them.
Okay. And so you cast magic. Doesn't seem to work out. The bugbear thugs here are looking about Hazared. It's your turn. You're closest to this wall, pressed up against it. Hazared?
But they've noticed Tallulah already, right?
They haven't noticed anybody specifically, but you have heard them indicate that they, heard something in your direction.
Awaken mind towards Tallulah. Perhaps you should get some cover. Hide a little bit. Like behind something so they can't actually physically see you. That's what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to back up. And then I guess I'll have an Eldritch Blast ready. One of them gets close. Yeah, it's probably too much. I'll just have my hand out of my glove ready. If one of them gets close, I'll touch them to try and get them to run away rather than try to fight. And I'll end my turn. Oh, and I'll say the same thing to Topman as well. Perhaps he should hide behind something rather than stay out in the open.
Adelgrim, Cotman, it is your turn to act. These large hulking figures have not noticed you. I think you have yourself muted, my friend.
Does it look like they're about to see my big friend? Are they close to him? Within, I would say, 15 feet?
No.
Um,
Based on the map, no.
do you have the Roll20 map up here?
Yeah. I can't see
Okay.
myself.
Okay.
Where do you point?
Let's see. I don't know if I have sight on your token. Let me double check. Okay. So you should be able to see these guys.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, yeah, your Terran is over here, kind of distant to you all. So most in danger seems to be you and probably Tallulah.
Okay. So in that case, I am going to use my action to hide. And I'm going to see what happens.
Okay. Will you move closer to the wall in doing so?
Yeah, I want to close the distance a bit.
Okay.
Okay, now this is just a straight up roll. You don't get the +10.
Okay. So it's going to be a stealth, right?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
When I need it the most.
Yeah, sorry, man.
So that'll be a 10 for me.
And why is Pass Without a Trace not in action?
The reason is because they have to stay within 30 feet of me to get the
Thank you.
+10. So as of right now, I am the only one with it if I were to try and sneak.
Gotcha. Okay.
Should I give you a stealth roll since I was hiding behind the wall?
No.
Okay.
Terran, you're up, my friend.
All right. So seeing as they are trying, or seeing as I can see the torch kind of moving in my direction, he will try and pick up just like a bunch of like not small stones, but like good sized, like a handful of them if he can, and just give him a big toss away from him, so that way it sounds like something took off over that way,
Okay.
while also trying to move back and right there and stealth. If he can do both.
You won't be able to use your stealth, but you can move, to where you would be out of sight. And the rocks make kind of a large sound as they smash against a tree and fall into a rubble, and they make a large clacking sound. All right, over there. And the large bugbears move forward carefully, looking around, not as cautiously from side to side, now a little bit more focused on moving forward.
All right, he's just gonna stay where he's at now. He's just gonna hug the wall and try and make himself as small as he can. But since he's distracted him, that's good enough for him.
Okay. And the bugbears are moving forward, and they begin looking around, and or they continue to look around. I'm going to make perception checks for them. Just another wall falling down, probably nothing. and they begin to lose interest as they kind of turn around. Tallulah, you're up. You're just kind of standing there, and though the light from their torches has moved across you, they haven't noticed you. The distraction kind of took their attention away, and they seem convinced that perhaps they misheard and nobody is there. But it is upon you to act.
Let's see. I'm gonna take this opportunity to try and back into an area that they'll be like less noticeable from out here.
Okay. Make a stealth check, please.
Almost. Oh.
Okay. They don't seem to notice you. I mean, they got a 1 and a 2 on their last perception checks, and you rolled an 8, so it's a contest at this point that you have won. And here you are hiding next to the walls.
They're around over here, right?
Yeah, I'm 35 feet away.
Oh, just a little short, I think.
Yeah.
No, 60 feet. I can't do this. As a bonus action, have some bardic inspiration.
Oh.
Nice. So, you can re-roll, what, a d20? Is that right?
No, I get like a...
D6. It's a roll a d6.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
just
sorry.
And add it to your...
something
I might choose it, right?
That's awesome.
I forgot it. To an attack roll or saving throw.
Oh, to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. Thank you.
And you can do that after the roll, so that's cool. Okay, sorry, just wanted to get a grip on that. So that will that be the end of Tallulah's turn?
Yeah, it will.
And then Hazared, you're up.
I'm going to standing leap up to the top of the wall.
Oh, I'm sorry, Hazared. Will you hold that thought just a moment? That will happen, but Tallulah, how does your bardic inspiration, what happens?
How do you inspire?
I never thought of it. Let's see. It says words or music. So I guess how I'm going to play it this way is she's just going to kind of do like a really low, audible, just barely like a hum.
Okay. Very dissonant.
Yeah. Like a little tune.
Okay. Hazared, you leap onto the wall. And go ahead.
We go over here to the edge so I can look around. There's something blocking my view strangely. There we go. That's better. I still don't know what I should do. I've never fought these things. I don't know how strong they are. I'm saying this through waking mind next to the person next to me, which is Hotman. I mean, don't say anything. Be very quiet. Don't know what to do. Thumbs up if I should be hostile. Thumbs down if I should be more defensive.
I like Hotman already.
Did you give me an answer? I didn't see it if you did.
We got the double thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Oh. All right, you're a violent one. The one that looks a bit more beefy, like it could do more damage to us, or do they both look about the same?
hard to tell in this light. They're big, hulking creatures, far bigger than you.
Is there one that is specifically noticing Tallulah and looking her direction?
No one has been noticed yet.
All right, the one closest to me, I'm going to cast Cause Fear on.
Oh, you hear a bit of music or something, like kind of.
And it's going to be like, spell save is 12. Oh, it only cast on the one closest to me, not both of them.
Oh, thank you. Okay, 13 will save.
Well, they just hear a whisper in the hallways. Gary here.
What in the...
But they're not scared, I mean. It was a very pathetic attempt, I suppose.
Well, the bugbears are looking around. They know something's up. I'm going to go with their last perception check, though, because it's not their turn. So nobody has been noticed yet. And Cotman, or I'm sorry, will that be the end of Hazaret's turn?
Yeah, that's all I'm doing.
Okay.
I just tried to scare them. It didn't work.
That brings us to Cotman.
So, have we heard any other footsteps, or is it just these two?
These are the only two that you've noticed.
All right. I say, coming into their light, I think, I'm going to use my bonus action to wild shape. So you see his limbs elongate. You see the cracking of bones, the morphing and shaping, muscles bulging as he transforms into a brown bear. And I'm going to use my 40 feet of movement to close that distance between us.
Another violent one. Well, all right.
I believe that's as far as I can get, right?
Is a brown bear... I'm sorry. Is a brown bear medium or large?
Large.
Thank you. For some reason, the token's doesn't seem to be set up the right way on here. So, but... And then I will edit this so that you can control it. Okay, so you wanted to change form and then go forward as well? Is that right?
Yes, that's right. I want to try to close that distance between us.
Sure. You easily can move up to them.
Right. And I'm going to go ahead and use my attack action as a brown bear to do multi-attack.
Sick. So you should have access to that character sheet so you can reference it, but it's not making the character sheet like in the way that you can click the action, so you'll probably just have to use the dice roller.
So I do have access to it. The character sheet, I can look at the attacks right here.
Cool,
so it's going to be at a +6 on the D20. So D20 +6. That's an 18.
And this is a bite or a claw?
I think it does the
Oh, okay, the bite
first, and then the claw.
Sounds good.
So that's going to be an 18 to hit, 1d8 +4.
Is this a singing band? And the bugbears look very frightened as you rush up, and go ahead and deal some damage.
So that's going to be a 2 + 4, I believe.
And the bugbear here raises his shield just in time, but still takes a nasty blow from you.
And now it's going to be the claw attack. So again, that is +6, so 24.
Hits.
And this one's going to be, I believe, 2d6. Yes. So for the claw, it's 2d6 +4. So that'll be 11.
Okay. Okay, very nice.
And I will just roar in their face as I end my turn.
That brings us to Taryn.
Ooh, okay. Oh, actually, can't quite get there. All of a sudden, hearing this bellow from just a creature I didn't see coming, he will.
You can move diagonally around these corners of rubble.
No, I know, but
if you like.
it's still just short to get to where I want to hit.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he'll go ahead and just zoom around and stop 20 feet away from the bugbears. Oh, wait, can I get there? Yeah, I can get up here. Okay, I'm going to move up my whole 30 feet to attack this bugbear right here with my great axe.
Okay.
And it's a bonus action to go into a rage, right? Yeah. All right, so first he's going to rage, and then he will attack with his great axe, trying to hit the top bugbear.
Okay.
Does a 12 hit? Oh, wait, hang on. Before you say yes or no, I'm going to add a d6 to that, just in case. Okay, does a 14 hit his AC?
The bugbear uses its shield again, whirling quickly. It will not hit.
Ugh. All right. Well, that's his turn.
Oh, get off of me! He turns to you, Taryn, just in fear of this enormous bear attacking, but perhaps he's fought such a beast in the past, because he does not flee, but instead raises his javelin.
Okay.
A 22 to hit.
Who's he hitting? The bear or me?
You, Taryn.
Then yeah, it hits.
Okay, you'll take 12 damage from this javelin.
Reduced to half because I am raging.
Nice. Okay, and his compatriot here, and maybe that word doesn't work there, looks from the bear to this other large hulking figure and pulls his javelin, but steps back, slowly eyeing the bear, and hurls a javelin at the bear. 18 to hit. Will hit.
Yeah, that'll definitely hit.
And you'll take 4 damage from the javelin as it kind of bounces off of you, though.
So I'm down to 30 hit points. You are
out of control.
Just so I know, are we doing flanking in this or not?
No.
Okay.
Tallulah, you're up.
Being this giant bear and Karen kind of going after these two bugbears, I'm going to take this opportunity to try and sneak forward on by to see if we can bring the penguin exhibit a little faster. So I'm going to try and get back to about those guys. Character I'm playing. Yep, there we go. And I'm going to go there. So. Slowly work my way into a little sneaky area.
Okay.
You gonna need me to roll my stealth for that, or are they just well distracted?
If you would like to not have them see you, then you need to roll stealth. They do seem to be quite distracted. It's up to you. You can roll stealth to make sure, or you can use another move action to continue forward, or do something else if you like.
Want to make sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Definitely have not noticed you yet as they engage here in combat. And anything else from Tallulah?
Let's go. Just leave it at that for right now.
Okay.
Not much I can do.
And then is Hazared. Hazared Confibula.
I'm gonna move to here and then standing leap across to right here. And while
Okay.
I'm gonna swing by, and it's gonna be like a smoky blur, and my hand's gonna fling out and throw an Eldritch Blast at this bugbear they're fighting.
Okay.
$14. Does that hit?
14 will miss.
They smell like lemons. You know, I need to quit fighting with Pine Sol. It's just,
Will that be all from Hazared?
yeah, that's all from me.
Okay. Then Cotman.
Seeing as they have this one, I want to chase after the one that ran away.
Okay.
He was the one that hit me, right?
Yes, with the thrown javelin. Yep.
Oh, that he's going to regret that.
And you should have control over moving that bear token too.
Give me a second. Oh, what's going on? The map is black.
Oh, I'm sorry. I need to make sure that the token has vision for you. Sorry to people watching. Also, I just realized that the visual is not in the right place. So
Okay, now I see
there
it.
you are.
Okay, so I'm going to start chasing him down. Can I cut across?
Yeah, you can go for him direct. Absolutely.
And I'm going to do the same thing, multi-attack. So these attacks are both going to be at +6.
Okay.
So that's 18.
Hits.
And that's going to be a 19.
Both hits.
All right, so the first one is going to be a D8 plus 4. That's 12 damage. And the next one's going to be 2d6 plus 4. So that's 10.
And the bugbears drop to one knee in great agony. Will that be all from Cotman?
Yes, that's going to be all.
Okay, and then Taryn, you're up.
Alrighty, so because now he's just incredibly ticked off, Taryn is going to once again try to swipe at this bugbear with his great axe, just to try and see if he can hit him. Which he can't, apparently. Good grief.
A 6 will miss. Okay.
And just so that way I don't accidentally get hit by Lemony Fresh on a nat 1 or something, he's just going to circle the bugbear, not provoking any attacks, but just staying right next to him.
Okay. Keeping him between you.
I was going to ask that, DM. As I moved away from the bugbear, did I take an attack of opportunity?
Oh, thank you. Yes, you would have. I'm going to do that now. I'm sure you'll be fine. A 10. Will that miss you?
I believe I have armor class 11. You
Okay.
check.
I think so.
Yeah, armor class 11, natural armor.
Okay. And then that will be all from Taryn, right?
Yeah, that'll be it from him. He doesn't have many bonus action stuff.
Okay. The bugbear wheels around and stabs at you with the javelin. Oh my gosh. Actually, the javelin falls out of his hands, and I'll grant you an attack of opportunity.
Okay, see if he can do anything with that. No, he can't. He's just gonna whiff.
This dice roller is not your friend. I don't
No,
know
it's not.
What
Let's see.
the other bugbear takes its javelin and stabs at the bear before it, pulling a fresh javelin from its back, but drops it in fear and begins stumbling away, provoking an attack of opportunity from Kotman, the bear.
So this is going to be a claw attack.
Okay.
So it's a d20 plus 6.
Oh, 23 will do it.
Okay, and this is going to be 2d6 plus 4. So that's a 12.
Okay, and the bugbear falls as you gash open its back. It's unconscious or slain.
If I can, I would try to do not a killing blow.
That'll be difficult, my friend. Bear claw.
Bear.
But I understand. Will that be all from Kotman?
Is it my turn?
Oh, I'm sorry. I gave you the attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
I need to use the turn tracker on roll 20 instead of my sticky note. Then is Tallulah after the bugbears.
Just gonna continue to sneak away. Nah. There's enough going on. I'm just gonna run for it with a little dash to go. I don't know if there's a wall there. Maybe. Oh, that is a wall there. Did not mean to do that. I promise.
That's okay. I'm surprised it let you go through
I
that.
was surprised too. I was like,
Oh, you know what? I have to change it so it blocks movement. It's okay. It's not your fault. There's a lot of things that should be kind of like default settings with the dynamic lighting, but that's a story for a different day. So that's your first movement, and then you can move again if you like. You do see the opening, further along. And then is it showing the walls as like pink and green lines to you guys too?
Yeah,
I
it's
got
doing
some
that.
pinks and greens.
That is so weird because that should be on the dynamic lighting layer that nobody can see. So, my bad. I think that green line that you just moved into view of is on the image layer. So that's really weird. I tried doing
this one.
Yeah. I tried doing lines like in the center of the wall so you could see the texture of them. Because otherwise it's like, why put them if they're blacked out completely? But I don't know if this is working either. I'm not sure. Probably just have to completely eliminate the walls. Anyways, so yeah. You search forward, and those doors that you come into view of are actually going to be open.
Okay.
And you just see kind of like just around the corner, just a smaller room. But this appears to be the corner of the warehouse that was described to you, that's still standing with a roof on it and a door. And the larger part of the warehouse here does seem to be somewhat in ruin. Would that be all from Tallulah?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Hazared, you're up next.
Come on, Eldritch Blast. Don't let me down. Work this one time, please. I'm going to Eldritch Blast non-lethal, the one in front of me.
Okay. He's just fumbling for his javelin.
18
That will hit.
for 9 non-lethal damage.
And the bugbear drops to one knee, barely conscious, pleading. All right, that's it. I'm done. Will that be all from Hazared?
You can help us. I'm using my interaction. We're looking for some penguins. You want to help us find them?
Take the boy, penguins. And the Cotman, it will be your turn.
So I'm still in bear form. I'm just gonna grab the bugbear and drag him back.
Okay. The one that you knocked unconscious or slayed?
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll find out. And I'm actually gonna use my action to revert back into halfling form,
Okay.
and I'm gonna use my bonus action to give our barbarian a healing word.
Okay.
Thanks.
So that's going to be 1d4 plus 2. 1 second.
Well, hopefully it's 4, and then that way I can have my 6 back.
Oh.
Not quite as high as I was hoping.
The dice are not his friends.
Not today.
They haven't
this
been my
time.
friend any day.
It's 3 days in a row now.
Yeah.
So that's
You get
3.
your
That's 3 hit points.
you get your
Thank
spell
you.
modifier added to it. Yeah, you 3. You did it.
Yeah. My spell
I'm no
modifier's not that high.
I brain farted and thought you rolled a 3.
That'd
You
be,
rolled a 1.
that'd be all from Cotman.
And I'll try to get up on your shoulders if you let me. Because I have stubby little legs and it takes forever to get anywhere.
Sure.
He's like,
I just pat him on the head and say, "What are best friends for?"
he is set on turning you into a mount.
We can go back and forth if you like.
The SpongeBob episode where it's like, that's not a boulder, it's a rock.
upon feeling the pat on my head, my hand automatically would have gone, wow, and tried to knock him off. Not out of like malice or anything, but just like instinct.
It's reflexes. The bugbear looks on in horror as the bear turns back into a halfling climbing upon this other stout figure. And that's where we'll end the adventure for today. You guys can decide whether to interrogate or what you're going to do. And yeah, that's we'll pick up where we left off here in two Sundays on I don't know what date that is. 13th. The 13th. So yeah, until next time, the adventure continues. Does anybody want to say anything? You can join us on our Discord. Just look for the Heroes Era. And you can also look for us on World Anvil and search for Gira. Jade, I know last time you were looking to plug maybe a Fiverr.
Yeah, I keep trying to get the link for it, but for some reason it's going to be glitchy.
Okay, and I'll tweet
one
out
of these days.
No worries. I'll tweet out what you put in the Discord, and because you guys do have both your character arts now, and yeah, cool. Okay, well, everybody take care, and until next time, the adventure continues.
See you later.
Hey guys.